just won Nashland. Gimme Cam Ward. Oh, yeah. Shadir Sanders, you're mine in Cleveland, baby. He's not allowed to go to Cleveland. Sanders to New York. Thanks, Tennessee. Thanks, Cleveland. New York, do you want to kind of trade again? I mean, I messed up my prize. I maybe wanted Sanders. New England, you finished in 4th. You haven't had a prize yet. Do you want Ward? I think I might want Carter. Nashland. So many good choices. So little picks. NFL draft. And I still have no idea what I want to do. Let's talk about it next. Powered by BetUS. So Jim Wyatt wrote a piece currently on the Tennessee Titans website. Shout out to Jim Wyatt. Was posed to Shannon Sharpe over Super Bowl weekend. What should the Titans do at number 1? And I think a lot of us really deep down have no idea what the Titans should do. It's not up to me, just like it's not up to you. It's up to the Tennessee Titans. And I don't know if I have the confidence that they're going to get it right. Now, Borgonzi gives me a little bit of hope. But if the final call is still Chad Brinker, and there's still a thing called the owner might fall in love with a player and has to have him, but Shannon Sharpe doesn't make me feel any better about the pick, just like in Nashland in the scenario with the board game about winning a top prize. Because this pick is so huge that it can definitely alter the franchise, and we're not even headed down the right path as it is. So the biggest decision that Shannon made was, which direction do you go? Do you go offense, quarterback, of course, or do you go defense? Which one changes the game more? Which one comes with a higher risk and which one comes with a higher reward or ceiling? Oh, and by the way, Will Levis, let's just not put him a part of the equation because I don't care how much risky business is with Will Levis. He's not someone I'm willing to put my franchise future in his hands. Had a chance for a couple years, hasn't worked out, not going down that path again. Please don't go with this option. But when you compare Ward to Sanders, Sharpe made these points. Cam Ward's more athletic. He has stronger throwing power, and he has good leadership potential, which I don't really know what that means when you play in the Pop-Tart Bowl and you play a half, and then you're like, hit my record. I'm just going to sit this one out, guys. And then the game gets close. No, I'm sitting this one out. We can have this debate another day, but the whole NIL money situation, if you're going to take the money, then you should have to play. I mean, that's just the bottom line. If you want to cry about not being paid, which is totally understandable because you earn the colleges a lot of money, but then when you do get paid, and these guys are getting paid, some of them especially, a lot of money, and you just can't sit out the last game and be like, yeah, I'm done. So let's flip it around with Sanders. What would you get with Sanders that maybe you wouldn't get in Ward, according to Shannon Sharpe? Higher accuracy. That's good. I'm going to throw the ball exactly where it needs to go. Strong decision making. Good leadership versus strong decision making. Which one would you take? Professional demeanor. You go back and watch some of the Colorado games and go with professional demeanor. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm 100% sold on that. Maybe you are. But there you have it. There's your big strategic difference between the two, according to Shannon Sharpe. Then we get into the defensive side of the ball, where obviously he talks about Carter from Penn State, and he also talks about Travis Hunter. Carter, he says, is an elite pass rusher. Sounds great. And can be a game-changing defensive player. You add those two together, man, it's like watching the Super Bowl all over again with the Philadelphia Eagles defensive front. Then you get into Travis Hunter, versatile.
Where is Coach Vrabel?
Bring him on. We need Coach Vrabel back. We got a versatile player who will definitely fit the scheme. Can play defensive back and receiver. Wow. Shannon Sharpe. That's pretty deep, man. It's pretty deep. High impact defensive player. Defensive talent. All right. There's my choices. Again, leave it to you. Which one do you want? Me? Still hoping they trade it. Shout out to our friends over at BetUS. Again, use that promo code YouTube150 for 150% bonus on your first deposit, and 125% bonus on deposits 2 and 3, all the way up to $2K. BetUS not only has you covered at sports, but it's also got you covered now at the casino. Play all your favorite casino games over at BetUS, and you don't even have to leave your home. They have so many wonderful options you can bet on, but they also have the quick turnaround speed, so if you win, you will get your earnings quickly over at BetUS, one of the best in the business. BetUS, use that promo code again, YouTube150 for a 150% bonus on your first deposit. Time is definitely running out. So the moment you've been waiting for, who did Shannon Sharpe take and why did he take him? Well, obviously he took quarterback. Why you ultimately take a quarterback over a defensive player, and here's why. He says quarterbacks touch the ball every play. And that's definitely true on the offensive side of the ball. And we know all about how that works. And it didn't matter who touched the ball on offense for the Titans. It was going to be turning into almost a train wreck most of the time. He thinks defensive players can be managed at times. You know, you can like double team this guy or move the protection over this way. That's actually a really good point. And I'm going to say that's his best argument for the whole article. And then he finally says, you know, the franchise quarterback would be your long-term stability if they actually work out. And when you go back and look at it, yeah, great. If you got Patrick Mahomes, what if you got guys like Vince Young? His final point, good quarterbacks give you a chance to win. And that's true. I mean, good quarterbacks give you a chance to win. Ryan Tannehill was a good quarterback, and he gave us a chance to win. Will Levis. Nah, there's my argument for all of you that think he's a good quarterback. Yeah, that didn't end up working out well, but I'm done. Sorry. But ultimately, it's going to come down to which quarterback would you pick? Sanders or would you pick Ward? And I think for me, I'm not sold on either guy. I've heard a lot of different articles and stuff come out about how the Browns and the Giants both want quarterbacks. So if they both want quarterbacks, which is great, and Tennessee needs a quarterback, then the Titans just better hope, and we as Titan fans just got to hope and pray that they pick the right one. Because no matter what happens, you always can be presented a scenario where one takes Ryan Leaf and one takes Peyton Manning. And then you could have a Titans disaster where one takes Jameis Winston and the other one takes Marcus Mariota. And both guys, to be honest, are probably just backups. Although Jameis Winston, he's an interesting one. And he'd be a lot of fun in Tennessee, I'll tell you that. It would be fun to roll with Jameis Winston for a whole season, especially if we appear on HBO Hard Knocks. So I'll put the ball in your court, everybody. Leave a comment. Again, it's early. It's February. Who you taking at number one, especially if you can't trade it? Oh, and by the way, if you're trying to figure out with all this back and forth, that's how I felt reading the article. And no, Shannon Sharpe doesn't give you a clear answer who he would take, but when it came to the very final end, you could just say he would take either quarterback. Probably take both if he could. I will leave you with that. He doesn't give you a clear answer, but I think he's like all of us. I don't think we all have a clear answer either. For me, if I had to pick right now, deep down, I want Travis Hunter because I think he's the best player in the draft. And when you pick number one, you should take the best player, just like if you win Nashland, you should take the best prize. Like nobody just takes the third best prize just to take the third prize. And I always say this, you take your guy, whatever guy you're in love with, whatever guy you got projected to be the best, and you've done your research, then I trust you to take the right guy. I just don't know if I trust these guys to make the best call. And that's why I'm really hoping they just trade it, take some more extra picks. Shout out again to BetUS. Again, use that promo code YouTube150 for 150% bonus on your first deposit. Till next time, take care, tighten up.